What is good, everyone? We're here facing off against Icy Dude. We do end up seeing sticky webs on their side, which is not exactly what I expected. I mean, I don't mind it too much. I really don't. It's not too big of a deal for my team. The only thing, like, Ogerpon obviously cares, which is whatever, and Brute Bonnet somewhat cares, because I'm just going to try to Trailblaze through. Honestly, like, I really like the Brute Bonnet lead and just trying to Trailblaze through them. The only thing is, like, the tank. I don't hit that hard. Tank a ton. Let me see. Tank a ton. If I tear steel, like, I mean, dang, we actually do a lot of damage into that guy. Maybe I lead Ogerpon, though. I think Ogerpon's just a solid lead into their squad. Basically, no matter what they want to lead. I don't think we see Gren lead. And then, yeah, I should be fine from then. I like that idea. Yeah, we should be pretty solid here. Ogerpon absolutely crushes their team. It does. They just don't have great switch-ins, especially I just like sub up for free. I will, if I see Tinkaton turn 1, I will just sub. We see Ariados. I also think I just click substitute. This thing is probably focus sashed. I mean, yeah, they're probably just gonna be focus sashed. Let me substitute this first time. Just try to save some health on me, depending on how this goes. I don't care about your webs. I really just don't. We're just gonna sub up in your face. I could have definitely been taunt, but we do just see sticky web, which is fine. Wish I was Trailblaze here. Honestly, would put me in just an amazing position, but I will just cudgel. The freest cudgel here. And you're obviously gonna be sashed, right? Yes, you are. That's fine by me. We do see sash, but this saves me health because a poison jab would hurt, as they do go for poison jab. Now, are they going to go for poison jab? Are they going to go for sucker punch on this turn? I mean, they could go for either. They definitely could. I think, I mean, what might they want to swap out to? They really don't have a great swap. I could Horn Leech, but nothing on their team takes an Ivy Cudgel besides Gren, which would just like take a billion. So I will go for Ivy. They do not sucker punch. So we get out of this like the best that I expected to. I really like didn't even expect the Ariados to come here, but webs are good into me, so makes sense. And I didn't bring any of my hazard removers or any which is really just Quackable. But that's fine. I don't mind. The Greninja does look scary. It definitely does, but it is what it is. We see Annihilate come out here. I mean, Annihilate just like kind of gets to it KO'd by like my Ivy Cudgel, right? They just kind of do. I don't think they knock me out either. I'm just going to straight up attack into this guy. If they're Choice Scarf, this is fine. Choice Scarf CC is the only thing that might like have a chance to kill me. If they're max attack, close combat, it doesn't even look like it would most of the time. And they're actually physically defensive with bulk up, that's fine. They're max Fizz Def. So they just die to any of my special attacks. Yeah, and I can just like crit through them with this Ivy Cudgel here. So I'll go for it. It's like a 1 in 8. We don't get the crit, which is fine. We do see Rage Fist. I might live. No, not at +1. Not +1. Ogre goes down, which is fine. Do not mind. We just go Latios. I mean, yeah, we just go Latios. And I can Luster Purge. They have the freest swap to either Tink or Grimmsnarl. But I would just Luster Purge here. I'm not going to overpredict. They do withdraw, that's fine. I'm going to bluff being choiced as well by hard swapping. They go Grim. I mean, this can set up screens. They can Thunder Wave. They can do whatever they want. I think Brute Bonnet does make sense to go into here, because if they do want a T-Wave, I would be fine with that. But I also can just go Pert and just get my Stealth Rocks up and flip turn out. So I will go Pert. Pert is just safe. Yeah, like, I'm not in a great position in this game, but it is what it is. We do get caught in the webs, blah, blah, blah. Do not mind. As they set up their Reflect, which is chill with me, I will just set up my Stealth Rocks, because the damage over time on their team is pretty important to me. They're just going to Parting Shot out, that's fine. If we see Annihilate come out, I mean, I can just flip turn back out into my Latios. Stat Pokemon's not a threat to me. If they want to go out to the Terra Captain, that's fine. They do go Annihilate. Do not mind at all. -1 behind Reflect. I mean, I don't think it was a great play for them to go for Reflect there, in my opinion. But I'm assuming this is Chesto Resto, so I just get the slow flip turn off here every time. They're going to Rage Fist. It's going to do a lot of damage. It does do a decent bit. But we just get the flip off. They're Rocky Helmet. That's weird. They're a Sneasler switch in. But Shadow Claw should knock them out here. So I can freely go Sneasler if I want to. I think I'm just going to keep it up and go Latios. Alright, I can just flip if I really wanted to. But I will Luster Purge yet again. Not falling for any bait. They're going to withdraw. That's fine. They go Tinkaton this time. This thing's actually going to take a little bit of damage. We can look at it. Tinkaton, they're going to take some rocks. Mold Breaker, makes sense. And Luster Purge, let's see how much you take. You actually take quite a bit. They look offensive. They're leftovers. Lefties at -1 Spadef. I mean, they actually would take a decent bit to another shot. But I think I just go Pert again. We're going to use the Pokemon that I have. Try to chip this thing down as much as I possibly can to get it into the Luster Purge range later. Flip turn would have been a nice play from me, but it's fine. They're going to set up their own rocks. No big deal. Like I said, my Ogerpon's already down, which is the Pokemon that most cares about the hazards. They do not switch into an Earthquake. I know you have a Reflect up, but you don't switch into it super well. I also can just freely flip turn. And if I flip turn, I can get out to my Terra Captain. I can get out to my Basculin as well, which looks just insane versus them. Or I can knock off here. Honestly, I think Earthquake is pretty free. Would it knock out Annihilate after rocks? Annihilate with max defense, Impish versus my Swampert under Reflect. Earthquake, it would be close. It would be close. I think the damage, like if they stay in with Tinkaton here, is more than good enough. They're gonna knock me off. It's great. Tinkaton is gonna take a lot here. Yeah, they do. They do definitely take a decent bit. I'm very happy with that damage. And I think we just flip from here. I think they should never let this thing go down. They can if they want. I don't think it's a good play on their part. So we're just going to flip. We will flip here. And I think Brute Bonnet looks really good in this game. It does. They do withdraw, so we get the momentum. Beautiful stuff for me. Annihilate. We do see Annihilate. Awesome. That is fine by me. They're going to take some rocks, take this flip. And then, I mean, I can go into Basculin and I can threaten them with Aqua Jet. We are going to take a little bit of Helmet. That's fine. I can threaten them with Aqua Jet if I am afraid of something else coming out. But then that brings in the Electrode. I mean, on the Electrode, I can go Latios and flip turn out. Yeah, we'll go Basculin. We will go Basculin. I should always knock this guy out since I am Choice Banded Adaptability. Pointed Stones. Yeah, this thing always dies to an Aqua Jet here, so that's what I go for every time. And boom, they go down, which is nice for me. That is nice. It means I don't have to bring in my Latios to be offensive anymore. But it does mean they get to bring in Electrode for free. Reflect is gone now, which is great. If they want to go... Okay, they go Electrode. I mean, this should be Grass move. They are not Boots, which is nice because chip on this thing is really great. We're going to go Latios every time. If this thing is Tera Fairy, it can body me. It can be really bad. But that's okay. We just go Lati. We do see the Tera. I think we might see Tera Grass or Tera Electric in this game. I think makes a lot of sense. They are Tera Fairy. Are you really Tera Blasting this turn? I just don't think that's a great play to Tera Blast this turn, but you do go for it. All right. Electrode, Sui. They do just about all of my health. That has got to be Choice Spectacles. Modest, Tera Blast, Fairy. Against my Latios, yeah, that is 1,000,000% Choice Specs. Modest Specs. So I will just click Luster Purge. They should just knock me out here. Maybe they expect me to be Choice Scarf and they swap out, and they do. So I should have flipped, but it is what it is. We see Grim. Yep. I definitely misplayed that one. They do take some rocks, which is nice. And we just go for Luster. I'm at 26. I do die to rocks. I will just be going out to Swampert here, though. Because this is always a sack that I can save. And I feel like we're just going to see a screen. Then I can throw off like an Earthquake or a knockoff with Pert. And I am building an endgame where my Brute Bonnet can win. It does make it very, very tough for me, though. But now that we know they're modest specs, it is all right. They do reflect, which is tough for me, but not the end of the world by any means. I think I have to flip here because if they Parting Shot out into Gren, then that puts me in a really tough spot. We see Spirit Breaks. They're going to knock me out. Oh, well. No biggie at all. And what I think I want to do here is I want to go to Brute Bonnet and Tera Steel, Tera Blast. Would definitely just knock them out. I can also go Basculin here. Basculin through Reflect versus this Grimmsnarl. They do take a bunch. I think... Okay, if we Brute Bonnet, we Tera Steel, Tera Blast. I do not knock them out. I'm just a little bit worried about them being T-Wave and paralyzing me. So what? I mean, I can go Sneasler and Dire Claw is super free. Dire Claw is actually very free versus them. So we'll go Sneasler. We'll use this while I have it. Try to weaken down their team as much as possible and waste the Reflect turns. We are caught in the Sticky Web. So we'll be -1. So they do have a Tink, right? They have a Tink, which makes things scary. I think maybe I just close combat into this Grimmsnarl here. I'll do that. Hoping we see the Tink come out. They just Parting Shot out. So they're going to get me to -1. I think we're going to see Tink. Anything else would be a huge throw here, if I'm going to be honest. And this Tink is going to take a good amount of damage. It's going to get to it KO'd. Then if they try to bring out Gren, we sack the Latios. We go Brute Bonnet and we Trailblaze. I think that is the game plan. Because they still don't know what Tera I am. They do bring Tink. Beautiful. That is great for me. This guy should get to it KO'd. They're going to break the mold. The only thing is, like, if they're max speed, then they do outrun me here. And at -1 defense, a Gigaton Hammer most likely knocks me out here. It doesn't always, if they're not invested. But I just CC. I'm hoping that you're not max speed. You're not beautiful. Now they see I'm Choice Scarfed, but we take the KO on the Tink. So this is still super possible. I would like them to go out to the Gren here. But if they go Electro, that's fine as well. It would be fine anyway. We're going to get the booster in attack no matter what with Brute Bonnet. They do bring out Gren. Awesome. That is exactly what I wanted to see. So we just go hard Latios here. And then, do I Tera versus them? I mean, they might be Choice. This is always the Latios stack, though. So if we see Protean here, then that's fine. But I'm assuming we're going to see... well, they're just going to... The move's going to fail. So it doesn't matter. Unless they're spiking, which would be a crazy move. They do Ice Beam. They are Protean. Okay. I didn't think that the Protean would actually show there. But that's fine. I can go Sneasler now. And I can go Sneasler and click Dire Claw. I mean, even close combat's really strong. We might as well go Sneasler. And click Dire Claw. Into Greninja. Through Reflect, I mean, we're not doing a super amount of damage here. But a Protean is not what I expected. A Protean Ice Beam never knocks me out. I could also just U-turn here. U-turns does seem pretty free. How many turns are there of screens? 3 turns. I think U-turn is fine here. They do withdraw. Beautiful. Okay, good stuff. We see Grim coming out. That's fine. We're going to get some decent damage off on this guy. With the stones, that's nice. We're going to U-turn. They're still above 50%. We get the big poison. That's huge. And I think we just go Basculin. Basculin Wave Crash looks like it knocks this guy out. Basculin Wave Crash should just get a KO here. We are potentially in range of Spirit Break from them, though. At -1, we still outspeed them because I don't think they have speed investment. So I think we're just going to claim one here. I could also save the Jet for the back. Electro Hisui with Terra Fairy. Let me just look how much... my Aqua Jet doesn't actually do enough to matter for me. So I'll just Wave Crash here. Yes, we are going to knock out the Grimmsnarl. Beautiful. So no more screens to deal with. That's great. I actually think they probably should have gone like Gren there. But we're going to see them go out into Electrode. They should lock themselves into Terra Fairy, Terra Blast. And that puts me in a decent spot. I will just Wave Crash, just in case they throw. If they Volt Switch, we just go out to... okay, that's fine. We're going to go out to Brute Bonnet. And I'm going to claim a KO with Trailblaze. Honestly, Terra Blast probably claims one. Maybe I Terra Blast. We go Brute Bonnet, no Reflect up anymore. Okay, versus Greninja. If they are... Let's say they're Specs Protean. I mean, Surf doesn't knock me out after. So I can Terra Blast into Trailblaze if they want to sack. I think they should just stay in, though. This is the 50-50 to decide the game, really. Because if I Trailblaze on them going Gren, then they have to lock into an electric move, and then I always knock them out the next turn. If I Trailblaze and they stay in... I mean, they're locked into Terra Blast. It's actually just free. I'll Trailblaze. I will Trailblaze. It's actually just free. They do stay in. So I should have Terra Blasted. I think I won the game on the spot if I Terra Blasted. But if I end up getting to +1 speed, we still don't outrun Gren. I need +2. They will Tera Blast. This is going to hurt, but it's not going to do crazy damage. Oh yeah, that actually does nothing. A Trailblaze. Ooh, we almost knock him out. I will just straight up get a KO on this turn. Yeah, I just Trailblaze again. They're going to Tera Blast. They're going to let me get up to +2. It's a matter of if they're going to be able to knock out my Sneasler with Gren. Because Choice Spec Surf, if that's what they are, which makes sense, always knocks me out here. They get a static. Ugh. Of course, we always are getting unlucky. Dark Pulse knocks me out as well here. Sneasler. I mean, I don't know. I think we live a Spec Surf from Gren, from Sneasler. If they want to go for their Protean, right? I think Close Combat is my strongest move. They might. No, I think I Trailblaze. Brute Bonnet into Greninja if they're like, if they click the Psychic move, if they click an extra sensory, then it's Crunch that knocks them out. I'll Trailblaze. I'll Trailblaze again. They will Surf. Okay. If this is Spec Surf, I think it comes down to a damage roll here. Because my Sneasler has a lot of bulk on it, and I easily knock them out. They're Life Orb. Okay. Life Orb. Life Orb Surf, I don't think is going to knock me out. If they're Modest... Oh, man. If you're Modest, Life Orb Surf, I always live. And Close Combat should drop them. Are you going to have a Ghost move to Protean yourself into? What is the click here? The Dire Claw knocks them out. Close Combat knocks them out here. Greninja, man. Are you going to click like a Gunk Shot into me? I think we just CC. They're going to Surf. We live. We get crit! Are you kidding me? BS. Come on, man. They pushed back this game. I wanted a forfeit win. They wouldn't let me have it, and then they crit me. This is BS. Come on, man. That's my win, and it's stolen straight from me. Terrible game. Hope you guys enjoyed.